Now we're spoiled this evening. You're not just getting a bit of live music, you've also got a comedian. So can everyone please welcome David.
Thanks very much. Hey, let's give a big round of applause for all those singers. Weren't they great? I'm David, but a lot of people confuse me with Glenn Robbins. I reckon it's because I'm clumsy like Russell Coit. I grew up in the ritzy part of Yagoona. Not as ritzy as Willowdale, obviously. Hang on, I need a bit more cord to hang myself in. But it was pretty ritzy. By the late 70s, we had curb and guttering and everything. It was pretty good. And, you know, as you get older, you realise things have changed. You see things in a different way. I really saw things in black and white growing up until we could afford a colour television. Keep it like that. So I saw a few nice cars in the car park. Any motorsport fans here? Anyone like cars? What sort of a car have you got, sir? What sort of a car? What is it? What's the horsepower? 320 horsepower. Jeez, that's a fast car. The horsepower rating is quite funny, isn't it? In Roman times, they used to have 4 horsepower cars. Have you seen the Ben-Hur movie? There were 4 horses in the carriage. They went round in circles. But you know, a 260, 280, 350 horsepower car. Can you imagine trying to get a parking spot at Westfield, Liverpool on Saturday morning with 350 horses? Do you reckon you'd get one? I don't think you would. Now my wife, she's got a Mazda 2 Max and it's 109 horsepower rated. I've driven that thing. I reckon they based it on 3-legged horses. It's not that quick. And what about boats? I was following this boat on a trailer today, 115 horsepower. And I reckon even that Mazda 2 Max would be more powerful than the boat engine. Because I don't reckon horses swim that fast. And what about the homeless? Homelessness is increasing. I know it's terrible, but I think they need to lift their game if they want to stand out. They need a sign. I need to know if they accept FPOS because I don't carry cash anymore. And if I transfer $10, I don't want to get ripped off. I don't want to see a 50-cent transaction fee. And what about, do you reckon Asians worship feet? I reckon Asians worship feet. This is not racist, it's just an observation. Have you ever been to a shopping centre and you see these nail salons and you just peer in and you see all the people getting a manicure, they're all squashed together in economy. But the people getting a pedicure, they're up on those high, comfy seats in first class. So I reckon they worship those feet. And my mate Frank, he got his wife a voucher for a shiatsu massage. What kind of a name is shiatsu for a massage? But then I thought, what a touching gift. I've got the old guy. I've got some good ones coming up for you later, don't worry. Now, it's getting cold, we're moving into winter, and last year my mate Adam, he works as an on-site water quality tester. And his company sent him down to Thredbo in the middle of winter, and it was minus 10 degrees every day. Adam didn't handle it too well, and he ended up with frozen test icicles. But a lot of people fear age discrimination, and they try and hide their years. You've probably experienced this. I don't. I'm happy to share with everybody that I'm 48 years and 120 months. You have to be good at maths to get that joke. I can't explain jokes. That's against the rules. Now, last year, I got an official letter from the federal government for giving them too much shit. And it turns out I only want a tiny smear of shit for the bowel cancer test. I think, did you get that letter too? Hey, let's get this guy a mic. Let's get him up here. Now, I was pottering around in the garage at Christmas and I tripped over. I fell bloody hard. And it took me a while to get up. I got up and I looked around. The floor was clear. I had no idea what I tripped over. I'll tell you one thing, I'm never buying shoes from New Balance again.
New Balance.
But as you get older, a lot of people think things are getting harder. I actually found that some things are easy. Like forgetting things. Now, my doctor, he told me I was pre-diabetic, and I thought about that for a while. Isn't everybody that's not diabetic pre-diabetic? Based on his logic, I'm also pre-pregnant. But I really don't like my doctor. He really frustrates me. He's late all the time. And I thought about what I could say to him to let him know how I really feel. So I come up with this. When you're late, you lack punctuality. But when you're constantly late, I want to punch you actually. I actually wanted to be a doctor when I was younger, but I never had the patience. Now, I went to a new doctor and he sent me for a colonoscopy. It's a pain in the ass, I know. Anyway, I went to this first place and it turns out they charge more per hour than Donald Trump's lawyers. So I shopped around for a cheaper option and I found one. And I didn't expect them to have the latest technology. I mean, basically because they're running out of the back of the fruit shop down the road. But I really had second thoughts when the guy pulled out a Polaroid camera,
You would not actually see it.
taped to a broomstick. Now, I went for my motorcycle test last year and I failed miserably. I was going way too fast when I got to the first cone. And I didn't think I was going to be able to pull up by the second cone. I put my brakes on really hard. They finally grabbed, the front wheel locked up, the bike went over, I went over the handlebars, but hey, that's just the way I roll. That one needs a bit more work, I know. And the instructor there, he wished me good luck. A lot of people use the term break a leg to give good luck to actors. I can assure you that breaking a leg is definitely not good luck. There's the agonising pain of the break. There's the inconvenience of the cast and the crutches. And those incessant questions about how you did it. Now in 30 years of competitive soccer, I broke 2 legs in consecutive years. But lucky for me, neither was mine. That's a true story. Now the cost of living's out of control, isn't it? Who's struggling with the cost of living?
I feel this from the other day.
Oh, no one. The singers, But there's got to be a way to combat this, and you'll get this, sir. What I want to know is why doesn't someone sell the fish that John West rejects? I reckon that would solve the cost of living crisis, don't you? But the farmers are killing babies. You heard it, the farmers are killing babies. Baby carrots, baby peas, baby cucumbers, and it's all for the vegetarians. Where are you? I hope you're happy with yourselves. Now who shops at Aldi? Anyone? I've got a couple. Oh yeah, Kelly. And Coles. Who shops at Coles? Oh, Mum. And Woolworths. 1. What do you guys eat? You guys live here. Anyway, I'm going to talk about racism for a moment. Woolworths, on their website, has this statement. Racism of any sort towards customers, staff, suppliers or others will not be tolerated or accepted. I call bullshit. Woolworths are not living those values. I have evidence that shows they are discriminating based on skin colour. Have you seen the price difference between the red capsicums and the green capsicums? Now, anybody watch the show Border Security? No one watches Border Security? I love that show. Oh yeah, the Afro-Micas, we like that sort of stuff. I love that show, and you see all the Asians coming back from the homeland, they're bringing prohibited food, and they get challenged by the border guards. And when they get challenged, they get angry. When they get angry, they get loud. You know what you'll never hear on Border Security? Chinese whispers. Now, I got remarried 5 years ago to a beautiful Turkish woman, just like Ella. And in Istanbul, they've got a dozen mega mosques. These buildings are huge, and they each accommodate more than 1,000 people. On Fridays, they're packed to capacity, and the locals go out of devotion to their religion. Not me. I go when I need a new pair of sandals. Three people got that. Some people didn't like it. Okay. Do you guys ever put anything off? I do it all the time, so obviously you'll have to come back to hear more. Thank you, I'm David.
Big round of applause for David, everybody. Thank you.